It is a map of the immediate surroundings. We appear to be in the middle of nowhere. It's a public phone.
Thank you for using Crowing Rooster Telephone.
Yes, I'd like to call my service.
Account name, please.
Pig office in Big Town.
What's your password?
The password is...
You have given an invalid...
Oops.
Thank you for using...
Yes, I'd like to call my service.
Account name, please.
Pig office in...
What's your password?
The password is...
I will connect you right...
You have won.
This is a message for Miss Ella. Your life is in danger. Do not, I repeat, do not go near Boffington Hall. Terrible things will happen if you do. I'm warning you. As a friend, do not go to Boffington Hall.
Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to make a phone call.
Number, please. I'm sorry.
It's some kind of free...
Nothing I can do about the car right now, ma'am. The carburetor is all clogged up, as you can see. I need to order a spare part, but that won't be here before Monday.
Monday? But we have a dinner engagement that we need to get to tonight.
Can we leave now? I'm getting...
Mr. George, can't you see we're talking? Here's a dime. Go get yourself a snack from the vending machine.
It's Miss Ella's car. It's an advertisement for pineapple cream teas at Boffington Hall. I like a good cream. It's a public phone.
Thank you for...
Yes, I'd like to make a phone...
Number, please. I'm sorry. Thank you for...
Yes, I'd like to make a phone call.
Number, please.
Please give me Boffington 359.
Thank you. I look at...
Boffington 359.
Ah, hello. I'm Pig Detective.
That is unfortunate for...
Well, I've seen your advertisement.
Ah, yes, we usually offer. We've had a slight accident with a pipe.
What kind of accident?
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, yes.
I see.
It's a public.
Thank you.
Yes, I'd like make a phone call.
Number, please.
Please give me
Thank you.
Bufferton.
Hello. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Dean.
About that pineapple cream.
Oh, it's you again. I told you all I can. Good day, sir.
What an odd combination of numbers. It's a bicycle. I wish I knew how to ride one. It's a public.
Thank you for using Croat.
Yes, I'd like to make a phone call.
Number, please.
Please give me Big Town 333.
Ah, you're calling the Funny Bunny, sir? You feeling lucky tonight? I will connect you right away.
And we have our first caller this Friday night. You are live on air with the Funny Bunny, Big Town's only radio quiz show that lets the contestants choose their own categories. Dear contestant, what is your name?
I'm Pig Detective.
And what category do you want to choose?
I choose contemporary science fiction pulp magazines.
A science fiction buff. I love it. I'm very buff myself. I mean, I'm very into science fiction myself. Anyways. All right, here's your question. In Edie Hargrave's famous Clone Wars series, what shape does arch-enemy Connie have?
Connie is a cone.
Thank you for submitting your very entertaining answer, and of course your category. We will reveal whether you were right or wrong later tonight on the Funny Bunny Show. Thank you for playing, and stay tuned for more.
What ho, chaps? Pineapple, you say? What on earth can one make with a pineapple?
There's pineapple toffee pudding, pineapple mango pie, pineapple chutney, gourmet shepherd, even egg fried rice. Stuff it in fruit salad or garnish it stir fried with our pineapple juice and the pineapple on the side.
We here at Buffington's Pineapples believe in the highest quality exotic foods at the lowest possible cost, which is why we grow our own produce locally, passing the savings on to you, the customer. It's our guarantee that you'll receive only the purest, freshest pineapple products 100% of the time.
Buffington Pineapple is the only way to go.
I like signposts. They tell you where you are. It's Miss Ella. It's Miss Ella's car. It's a vending machine. Are those Those pineapple pies do look tasty. It's a vending machine. On second thoughts, I'm not so hungry.
Of course there is a bus. Where do you think you are in the sticks? There's one in the morning and one in the afternoon. You just missed it.
Are you telling me that we're stuck here for the whole night?
Miss Ella, I'm done reading the paper.
Well, can't you find anything else to read? There's some brochures on the counter in there. What?
It's some kind of... a portable map of the immediate surroundings. Very handy if you want to go for a walk, I should think.
Mr. George, the situation looks really bad. The car is broken, and there's no bus.
And there's a storm brewing, too. You don't want to be out and about in Weinerwald Woods during a thunderstorm. Come to think of it, you don't want to be out and about in Weinerwald Woods at all at night. Strange things have been going on around here recently, let me tell you.
What kind of strange things?
There has been talk of a wild beast prowling the woods at night, a monster with horrible teeth. Gardener of Boffington Hall, Mr. McTurpin, he found his prized pineapple all chewed up to bits and pieces. Now what kind of monster would do a thing like that? No, you two should get safe inside as soon as possible.
It doesn't look like we'll be able to get to Buffington Hall tonight. Mr. George, what are we going to do?
I'll walk to Boffington Hall and get help. It can't be that far away.
Well, whatever you do, I'm getting... There is a storm coming.
That's the road to Big Town. We came from there. It's too far to go back by foot. Miss Ella's car is safe and sound in the shed. That's sensible. On second thought, I'd rather not venture into these woods in the dark. That's the road. On second thought, I'd rather not venture into these woods in the dark. I like signposts. They tell you where you are. That's the road to Big Town. We came from there. It's... It's a public...
Thank you for...
Yes, I'd like... Make a phone call.
Number, please.
Please give me...
Thank you. I will connect you right away.
Alfred, bist du's?
Sorry, I'm not Alfred.
Alfred? Hallo, Alfred.
I'm not Alfred.
Ich kann dich kaum verstehen. Alfred?
We had an accident on the road.
Ist es nicht Alfred?
Ich weiß es nicht, ich kann nichts verstehen.
Das ist dieser verdammte Sturm. Darunter leiden immer die Telefonleitungen.
Alfred, hallo.
On second thoughts, I'm not so hungry. It is a map of the immediate surroundings. We appear to be in the middle of nowhere. On second thought, I'd rather not venture into these woods in the dark. I like signposts. They tell you where you are. It's an advertisement for pineapple cream teas at Boffington. I like a good cream tea. It's a public phone.
Thank you for
Yes, I'd like to call my service.
account name.
Pig office.
What's your password?
The password is
I
correct.
will connect you right.
You have
Thank you for
Yes, I'd like to make a phone call.
number, please.
Please give...
I will connect you.
You have called the Funny Bun. That's very brave of you.
It's a public... guess. Make a phone.
Number, please.
Please give me...
Thank you.
Buffington.
We're guests of Lady Boffin. Can you come and pick us up?
Oh dear, stranded at the gas station in the woods.
Lady Buffington's car for Miss Ella.
We should really get going, Mr. George. It's starting to rain.
This appears to be Lady Boffington's car. That is a nice car.
All set, madam?
My dearest Ella, I have the most shocking news. Did you read it in the papers already? Your old friend Flora is a lady now. You read it right. I have inherited house and title from my uncle. Apparently, I am Lady Boffington now. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Silly old Buffy with her pepper brain making up stories again. But it's quite true, I assure you. Please come and stay with me this weekend, so that I can show you around Boffington Hall, which is my new home. You really must come. The house is actually big and scary. In fact, I do believe it's haunted, and I really need you to talk me out of that idea. You're always worth a sensible one. Oh, and bring a friend. There is someone here that I would like you to meet. Someone very special. I can't wait to see you again. Your very old friend, Flora Boffington, now the Lady of Boffington Hall. Darling! I'm so glad you made it. Did you have a very horrid journey?
Fairly horrid, yes. We had to leave my car behind at a gas station in the woods somewhere.
Poor darling, you must be so exhausted. Never mind. I have a very cozy room prepared for you to freshen up in. I think it's the yellow room. Isn't that right, Mr. Diggins?
Just Diggins, my lady. And Miss Ella is indeed in the yellow room. I expect we can find a bed for her valet in the servants' quarter.
Mr. Diggins, that's not Ella's servant. It's her boyfriend.
Buffy! Mr. George isn't my boyfriend. He's my boss.
You brought your boss to a weekend that's supposed to be fun? Ella. Still the same. Always working. I suppose you two won't be sharing a room then?
Definitely not.
Mr. Diggins, do we have another guest room for Mr. George, was it?
I'm Pig Detective.
Just Diggins, my lady. And the guest rooms are all taken, I'm afraid. Perhaps Mr. George can room with Mr. Happy? They both look like they are used to simple accommodations.
Well, if nobody has any objections. But Ella, you must be freezing. Let's get you to your room. The foot duck will show you your quarters, Mr. George.
It's not Mr. George, it's Pig Detective. I'm a private investigator.
Dear me, how enterprising of you. Well, if you feel like detectiving around, indulge yourself. There is a lot to look at in this house.
but I don't want to go and find my room right now. Lady Buffington said I could look around the house all I want. Well, I don't mind if I do. The room can wait.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to gossip with you. I have far too much to do.
My poor pineapples.
Excuse me, who are you?
I'm Albert McTurpin, the gardener here at Buffington Hall. Would you look at my poor pineapples, sir?
Those are pineapples? What happened here?
Well, that is anyone's guess. But look at my poor pineapples. Look at the state they're in. That's not right.
I can't investigate these pineapples because I don't have my magnifying glass.
A magnifying glass? Are you some sort of detective, sir?
I'm a private investigator.
Are you here to find out what happened to my pineapples?
I'll investigate if you want me to.
That is very decent of you, mister. Someone broke into the glass house right over there, as you can see, and did what they did to my poor pineapples.
Someone or something. In any case, don't worry, Mr. McTurpin. If anyone can find out what happened to your pineapples, it's me.
I hope you can catch the culprit. But now you should really go and get dressed for dinner.
You are not dressed for dinner, sir. Please go.
But your foot duck.
Your suitcase.
Who are you, and what are you doing in my kitchen?
I'm
a detective. Are you here to investigate the breakage?
What breakage?
What breakage, he asks. The breakage concerning our brand new refrigerator, of course. It is such a scandal. Bustings and burglaries wherever you turn. First, Mr. McTurpin's greenhouse, now my kitchen. Is nothing safe in this world, I ask you?
Actually, I'm just looking for my room.
Well, go look somewhere else then. I'm in the middle of dishing up here. Don't need any distractions while I'm cooking. Cooking is an art form and it requires concentration. Get out of my kitchen. What?
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Venavolt AM Radio. I'm your host, Chester Fountain Scrumply, bringing you the very best and latest. Here's Eloise DuPont.
So many knickknacks in this house, all collecting dust. Oh, please try not to break anything, sir.
Okay, I won't.
Please let me go on with my dusting. If you want to have a bit of a natter, Mildred is doing the music room at the moment. She is always running her mouth about something or other.
Work, work, work. It's that new Lady Boffington with all her inviting folks over to stay the weekend and having big dinners and evening entertainment. It wasn't like this with his lordship. May his poor soul find peace.
Sell Boffington Hall? You must be joking. I only just inherited the place.
But I am telling you, as your lawyer, milady, there is no other way. Your affairs are in a terrible state. Selling the house is the only way to avert financial doom. Now, I can find a buyer for you, but you must act quickly. The sooner, the better. Tonight, yesterday, last week.
Mr. Blind, I can't sell the house tonight. It is full of guests. Besides, everybody's expecting to have a great weekend here. I'm sure you can find another solution. You just need to look into my affairs a little more.
But, milady, what are you looking at?
If that was a private conversation, why were they having it on the main stairs in the first place?
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Venavolt AM Radio. I'm your host, Chester Fountain Scrumply, bringing you the very best and latest. Here's Eloise DuPont.
What are you doing in...
Actually, I'm just looking for my room.
Well, it's not in here. This is my room.
Where is my room, then?
How would I know? This house is much too big for me. I get lost in it all the time. Just ask the foot dog or the valet. They will tell you. Now get out of my room. I need to change for dinner.
Excuse me?
Well, it's not through here. Nothing but below stairs back there. Below stairs is for servants. You're a guest. You came with that lady mouse.
I'm Pig Detective.
A detective? There's enough going on in this house, that's for sure.
What is going on in this house?
Well, there is the ghost, of course, but that's old news. The ghost has been around for about forever. But that beast that came out of Wienerwald Woods to eat all of Mr. McTurpin's pineapples, that's kind of exciting, don't you think?
Ghost?
It's not a scary ghost, mind you. Well, it scares the girls and the cook and Mrs. Honey, but it doesn't really do anything. All it does is float around and make weird noises. Stays up in the attic mostly. Don't go there if you're a chicken. I really do enjoy chatting with you, but shouldn't you get dressed for dinner?
What?
There you are, finally.
I'm looking for my room. Are you the foot duck, the one that ran away with my suitcase?
That would be me, sir. And this here is your room. Between us working-class animals, they should not have put you in the attic at all. This is where the servants live. But there has been sad management, and too many guests have been invited for this weekend. This would not have happened when old Lord Reginald was alive. He never invited anyone, let alone journalists and miracle workers and big game hunters and... What is it that you do?
I'm a private investigator.
That sounds thrilling, sir. Will you be working this weekend? All the other guests are. The journalist is writing an article about the ghost of Grunewald Woods. The lawyer is looking into the state of the family affairs. The medium will be conducting seances. And the big game hunter is here to hunt for the beast of Boffington. What an exciting weekend, eh?
Very exciting. But I'm not here to work. My secretary is a school friend of the new Lady Boffington. I was invited to meet her and her new gentleman friend. I think Miss Ella wants me to suss him out a little bit. That hardly counts as working.
Gentleman friend? Oh, you mean Theodore Vane. Good luck trying to figure him out. He locks himself into his room all the time and refuses to be looked after, even by the valet. If that peacock is a gentleman, I'm an earl. Well, time to dress for dinner, sir. Dickens doesn't like to wait, and it is almost 7 o'clock.
Excuse me? How many times do I have to tell you people, don't bother me in my room? I don't need help dressing. I can fill my own bathtub. And I don't want my curtains drawn.
But I'm looking for my room.
Out! Get out! Now! Leave! I warned you.
Excuse me?
Get out!
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Univald AM Radio. I'm your host, Chester Fant Scrumply, bringing you the very best in lit.
Excuse me?
Stop! Don't say another word. The great Podargus will look into the future and tell you who you are and what you are going to say to him.
Okay.
Silence! The great Podargus is the most proficient of seers. He knows who you are and what you want. You are the butler. You are going to tell me that dinner is ready to be served.
No, actually.
Silence! Do not disturb the great Podargus when he is exercising his powers. Did I say you are the butler? I was mistaken. You are the valet. You have come to ask me?
No.
Confound it! If you are neither the butler nor the valet, if you have not come to tell me that dinner is ready or ask me if I need help dressing, who are you and what do you want from me?
I'm Pig Detective.
A detective? A pig detective? This is most unusual. It is no wonder that even I, the great Podargus, could not discern who you are. Now leave me. I need to meditate.
You are not the valet. I rang for the valet. I can't do my cufflinks up.
And who are you?
My name is Blind. Robert Martin Blind. And who are you? Are you staying with the Boffingtons?
I would if I could find my room.
Well, you better hurry. Dinner is at 7 and you don't look dressed for it. And if you find that wretched valet, send him to me. I've rung for him 5 times already. The staff in this place is the laziest lot I've ever seen, and they call themselves servants.
Mr. George, what are you doing in my room? And why aren't you dressed for dinner?
Do I really have to dress for dinner, Miss Ella? What shall I wear?
Mr. George, this is Buffington Hall, and my friend Flora is a lady now. Of course you will dress for dinner. I packed your tuxedo for you. It's in your suitcase.
Oh no, don't tell me it's time for dinner already.
I'm afraid I don't know. I'm just looking for my room.
Oh, I'm sorry, I quite thought you were the butler.
I'm not the butler. I'm Pig Detective.
A detective? How exciting. We're practically the same profession. I'm a journalist for Modern Mouse magazine. Nosy Parker's my name. I do hope you find your room soon. It's almost time for dinner, and they expect us to change for it. Such a grand house, Buffington Hall. So much to write about.
Scrumply, bringing you the very best and latest. Here's Eloise DuPont.
I was told this is my room.
Well, hello there to you too. Looks like we're bunking together. My name is Happy, Trigger Happy from Cowboy Town. Pleased to meet you. And you might be?
My name's George. I've never been to Cowboy Town.
Ah, you're not a gold digger then, George. Every fortune seeker has been to Cowboy Town. It's where I met my friend Theo, who invited me to stay here. Don't panic. That's just a fuse blown. Happens all the time in this shack. Pretty old house. I'll leave you the lights, seeing as you'll need to get dressed for dinner. It's downstairs next to the breakfast room. You can't miss it. I'll see you there.
I should change for dinner. Miss Ella was kind enough to pack my tuxedo for me. I guess I'd better wear it, even if it does make me look like a penguin. Looking good, George. Hello? Who goes there? Hello? You there, wait for me! Why don't they hear me? Hello? That's strange, why aren't they responding? I shouldn't linger, dinner must have started already. Hello? Are you up there? Hello? Where are you? I must be up here somewhere. Oh, 7 o'clock already. It's dinner time. I should really hurry up and get downstairs for dinner. Huh.
Quack! You gave me such a fright.
I would love to join the others in the dining room, but it's difficult to find the way in the dark.
That darn fuse got blown up in the middle of the Funny Bunny radio show. He had the weirdest collar on today, you know? They were talking about E.D. Hargrave novels as if that was some kind of special interest and not the commonest of knowledge. Every little chick knows that Evil Connie is a cone, right?
Of course I know that. E.D. Hargrave is my favourite author. I love the Cone Wars series. And I love Connie. She's the evilest cone ever.
Be that as it may, I'm sure you see my point. I need to know if today's caller got his answer right. But the fuse has blown. No light, no radio. Can you do me a favor and fix the fuse? It's down in the basement and I'm not going there in the dark. I'm far too chicken. Well, what are you waiting for?
Aha! Fuse number 6 has blown. That accounts for the complete darkness in the house, all right. There you are, little fuses. Well, that was remarkably easy.
There you are. What took you so long?
What beast?
No time to chat. There is her ladyship now, on her way to the music room.
Then I said, listen, Buster, that is for me to know and for you to find out.
Oh, Theodore, you're always so smart and so funny.
Oh, I know, my little pineapple. I know.
Better hurry up if you want to get some dinner into ya. Diggins is always very keen on cleaning up the table after a meal. You might be able to pinch yourself some leftovers if you hurry.
That's the music room. I better find a dining room first. Maybe there are leftovers.
And make sure to speak more distinctly this time. It's not very convincing if nobody can hear what you're saying.
We've got company.
Attention! Who told you it is? Oh, it is you. Well, it figures. You should go into the dining room and eat, because you missed the evening meal.
Didn't you hear the man? Go away. Stick your snout into someone else's business.
Ah, there you are, old hoss. Finally found your way downstairs? The ladies were missing you at dinner, you know. That Ms. Ella of yours is a capital mouse. I prefer Lady Boffington, though. Great bird. Don't know what she sees in Theo, but I guess that's just life. Anyway, if you hurry up, you might still manage to grab some grub before they take it all away. What a lifestyle. Servants for everything.
Mr. George,
It was very atmospheric, too. We had to dine by candlelight because there was a power outage. Such a romantic setting.
I don't believe you two have met. Miss Parker, this is Mr. George. Miss Parker is a journalist for Modern Mouse magazine. Mr. George is my boss.
Thank you, Miss Ella. But we've met.
Aren't you hungry at all, Mr. George? There are plenty of leftovers, but the staff is already clearing them away.
Oh, in that case.
Dinner is over, sir. You have just missed it.
But I'm hungry.
Of course you are. You've missed dinner. Well, I suppose you can help yourself to the dessert buffet, sir. Or what is left of it. I'm afraid there isn't any pineapple pie today. The gardener... But do take some dessert, sir. And then join the others in the music room. There is going to be evening entertainment, I understand. Her ladyship is going to sing. You don't want to experience that on an empty stomach.
I don't care for dinner anyway, as long as I can have the pudding. If it was up to me, I'd have cake for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. This pastry buffet has been plundered, but there's still some very delicious looking choices left. Now, what to take? It's lemon meringue pie. I was expecting pineapple pie. Well, at least it's yellow. Do I have enough? One more can't hurt. Jam-filled Pictoria sponge. Such a classic. Do I have enough already? I don't mind if I do. A simple cream horn. Sometimes the simplest things are the best things. Do I have enough? This one just looks too good. A choc nut cream horn. The only thing that can make a cream horn better is choc and nut. Oh, looks like there isn't any more. I should go and join the others in the music room, like the butler said.
Mr. George! Finally! What took you so long? Are you sure you have enough cake on your plate? Now get a move on. The others are waiting for us in the music room. You're in for a treat, Mr. George. I think Boffy is going to sing for us.
Treat indeed. That pink fluff ball has done nothing but sing her head off for the last 3 evenings in a row. I'm going to my room to have a lie down. I have a headache.
Pink fluffball? That's not a very kind way to speak about one's employer. If I were Boffy, I'd fire him immediately. But I guess she needs a lawyer to sort out her affairs. Ah, I hear the piano. They're starting without us. Come on, Mr. George.
What the?
Mr. George!
Coming, Miss Ella.
And this bit, I'm still working on. I just need to figure out a rhyme for. Oh, you know the really good part. Yes.
That's Lady Boffington's new boyfriend. The relationship is still new. They're quite the lovebirds. His name is Theodore Vane. Isn't he a dream bird? Apparently they met quite by accident. Mr. Vane was travelling with Mr. Happy, who's a famous big game hunter. When Mr. Happy decided to come to Boffington Hall to take a shot at the famous beast, Mr. Vane just came along. Quite a romantic story, wouldn't you say?
So what were you up to in Cowboy Town, fellow traveler? If you don't mind me asking.
Me? I was looking for gold, but there wasn't any. So it's back to the road for me. Where are you headed then?
Boffington Hall in Wienerwald Woods. There have been sightings of a truly magnificent beast there. I am a big game hunter, you know.
Boffington Hall? How interesting. Says here in the newspaper that the old Lord Boffington has died, and that his heiress is a very pretty young lady flamingo.
That's the one.
Well. I have half a mind to join you there, my friend. What is your name?
My name's Happy. Trigger Happy. Big game hunter.
Vane. Theodore Vane. Gold digger.
Pleased to meet you, new friend. Boffington Hall, here we come.
And this is how he met Lady Boffington, and it was love at first sight. He told me in an interview that he never wants to leave here again. Or did he say leave her again? Oh, I must check my notes. Anyway, isn't that just the most romantic story you ever heard?
Psst.
I've sang a song or two, but to me, this one is new.
I've never slowed it down like this before.
For you see, I found a love so true that makes my heart cuckoo, with feathers and a beak that I adore. I always dreamed I'd have a turn of luck, meet a man so wonderful. Then he flew into my life. Now I'm a lady.
Does he seem a little shady?
Call me crazy that I would have everything to live a life of opulence. I was made for flamboyance, an unexpected inheritance. What marvelous coincidence! Oh, trading fishnets for caviar, but I'll always be a star. Flaming Flora welcomes you.
Nightclub singer turned lady. What an inspiring story, don't you agree?
Your ladyship, the great Hocus Pocus is ready to receive you in the parlour now. Only he doesn't call it the parlour, he calls it the séance room. Whenever your ladyship is ready.
Splendid timing, Mr. Diggins.
Just Diggins, m'lady.
Whatever. Shall we go, everyone? The exciting part of the evening is about to begin.
I've been looking forward to this all night. I've never seen a real ghost before.
The ghost? All ghosts.
Welcome to an evening of mystery and enlightenment. I hope we all are in the right spirit for some spiritualism. If any of those gathered here do not believe in the sublime, I recommend them to make themselves superfluous right now. This is aimed at you especially, Mr. Happy, in case you had not noticed.
Oh, don't mind me, Mr. Podargus. I'm fine. It's not that I don't believe in ghosts, you see. It's just that they give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not afraid of anything that I can shoot, but something tells me you cannot shoot a ghost. Not a big fan of that. Not at all.
Very well, then. I am mollified. You may stay, and you might make yourself useful and turn out the light.
So sorry. I'm very easily startled.
Well, I'm not, and I'm not scared of the dark either.
Oh, in that case, just wait until he calls up the ghost, Ella. Darling, it's so creepy, even you might get a little thrill.
Silence! I will not. As you so quaintly put it, call up the ghost. The conjuring of a ghost is a highly supernatural matter, and not at all comparable to a mundane telephone call. It requires all participants to be in awe, and most of all in silence. So be silent, and let me conjure up the ghost in peace. Whoa! We have gathered together on this rainy night to contact the ancient spirit that lives in this house. Spirit, can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a sign. Silence! It appears we have contact. It appears there is a spirit in the room with us. What does the spirit mean as well? Spirit, if you mean as well, knock 2 times.
But that was 3 times, not 2 times, 3 times.
What does it mean? Knocking 3 times instead of 2.
Silence! I will ask the spirit what it means by knocking 3 times instead of 2. Spirit, what do you mean by knocking 3 times instead of 2?
Anger. It means anger. I'm angry. I'm very angry.
I'm communicating with the spirit. I can feel what it feels. And what it feels is anger. The spirit is angry.
But I don't understand. Why is the spirit angry? What have we done to make it angry?
Silence! I will ask the spirit why it is angry. Spirit, why are you angry?
People. There is people in my house. I don't like people. I don't want people in my house. Go away. Go away or... Ooh.
The spirit is now revealing the cause of its anger to me. The spirit does not want you here. You must leave. Leave or terrible things will happen. Leave, Miss Buffy, leave or...
Ooh.
This is highly unexpected.
What happened? Did it break? Trigger, old rooster, could you turn on the light?
No lights, I'm afraid. Lightning must have blown the main fuse this time.
The spirit has chosen to end its communication with us tonight. The spirit has left. Here I remain to remind you of its message. The message is, leave! You must all leave this house at once. Leave or terrible things will happen. Terrible, terrible things.
Who disturbs me in my eternal slumber? Is it time for tea already?
Oh! Look, Ella! We're lucky. The spirit is still here, and it wants tea. Can we get tea? Mr. Dickings! Can someone bring for Mr. Dickings?
Silence! This is highly irregular. The communication has ended. What you see is not the spirit. It is the figment of your imagination. We have received our message. We must leave the room immediately. First the room, then the house.
I should certainly say so. Who are you people? What are you doing in my house? And where is Diggins? I want my tea!
I'll go see if I can unearth Mr. Diggins, Mr. Ghost. You stay put. Damn ghosts give me the screaming ninnies every time.
Do get comfortable, please, Mr. Ghost. Mr. Diggins will be here in a minute, I am sure.
It's just Diggins, not Mr. Diggins, you pink fluff ball. Who are you, anyway?
Well, I used to be plain old Flora Boffington, but apparently I'm Lady Boffington now. Isn't that a hoot? I do hope you aren't too angry with us for being in the house. You didn't mean it about leaving, did you? That would be a frightful nuisance, because since I'm Lady Boffington now, I kind of live here now.
Of all the cheeky things I have heard, you are Lady Boffington? You? You are just a cheaply dressed, badly groomed, ordinary...
Silence! Nobody communicates with the spirits but me.
Are you ready for tea then, milady?
I'm sure we could all use some tea right now. Mr. Diggins, would you be so kind and serve it in the drawing room?
Buffy, can we have a word, please? Mr. George, you as well. I suspect strange things are afoot at Boffington Hall.
Well, what is it, Ella? Is something the matter?
The matter? Yes, Buffy dear. Something is certainly the matter. It seems to me that there's more here than meets the eye. Something's very off about that seance.
Was it? Oh, I knew it. This is exactly why I invited you here. You always seem much clearer in these kind of things than I possibly can, Ella.
I don't know, Miss Ella. It seemed like a perfectly fine séance to me.
Mr. George, you shouldn't say such things before you've properly investigated.
But, Miss Ella, I don't like to meddle with the supernatural. It's spooky.
Well, never mind that, Mr. George. Here's your magnifying glass. What kind of assistant would I be if I didn't bring your equipment? Now go and investigate. I'm sure you can find something of interest in this room.
Now that I have my trusty magnifying glass, I can do some proper, in-depth investigating. What's this? What do we have here? What's this? What do we have here? Huh. Most interesting.
I think this is my great-great-aunt Adelheid. Mr. Dickens tells me that when Uncle Reginald was young, she is the one who had the pool table removed from this room. She didn't approve of frivolous pastimes, apparently. Do you reckon this is why she haunts this room? It is her ghost we are talking to, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure it is. You are the detective, Mr. Big Detective.
Miss Ella, I think I'm done investigating this room.
Well done. And what is your conclusion?
My conclusion? I suppose I need to have a little think about that.
You should definitely have a little... Why don't you find a place where you can...
That's a great idea. It's kind of hard to try and think here. This room is way too spooky.
Well,
the matter?
Was it?
I don't know, Miss...
Mr. George, you shouldn't...